You are listening to men who have no authority. How can a man say that you are of low value after 35? How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral?
See, now this brother is caught in a bold-faced lie. We have the message from TMZ where Kevin Samuel's family said they didn't want nothing for his funeral, and also that somebody had made up a GoFundMe account. And that's why this Jamal Bryant made an apology today. He had to, because he was busted out. All he had to say was, I was clout chasing, like the numerous people that are doing on social media. They're clout chasing, or we could say they're using the biggest Kevin Samuel news to get views. Just call it like it is. I'm trying to get views, and this was trendy, so I went for the trendy thing. Don't blast the man, which is another thing that's foul as hell. You're going to blast a man that's resting in peace. Your brother, he's supposed to be your brother, look like you and everything. It's black on black crime. Or was you doing it just for the women? Because we see how the women acted. They acted a fool in there. But all he did was did what they do. Pulpit pimped them. And he pimped them off their emotions. Peep the thing. We're going to go through this whole video. We're going to break it down. And we're going to break down his whole apology. And we're going to break down some of what Kevin Samuel said. But right off the rip, he told a bold-faced lie on the man that's not here to defend himself.
Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. You got to be in that place where you operate in the authority of God. Look at another sister around and tell them, it's not that I hate men. Come on, look at another sister and say, I do not hate men. I just despise weak men. I despise cowardice men. I just ain't got time for men who are insecure about my gift. I'm not going to dumb it down because of what God got me. I don't have to lower my standard. That man got to step all the way up to deal with a queen on my level.
Even if you have an issue with something that's doing, can you find 4 or 5 things about it that you like before you start off with the one thing you don't like? Because you cannot keep painting black men in this ain't shit box. They don't all fit there. And brothers are starting to push back and say, no, 51% of us are single and childless and 64% in the middle class. They're here. Can you interact with them? Just in a peaceful, civil way. If you never get married and never have kids, can you have a higher quality of life? Can you just be happy? Can you stop walking through life with your hands up ready to fight the reflection of you, the opposite sex reflection of you? I don't walk through life looking at black women as though they're my enemy.
See, it's just like I said. Jamal Bryant just took his talking point and flipped it. He flipped the man's talking point and made it to cater towards women. But when you hear Kevin Samuel speak his own words, he said the black woman is not his enemy. He said we got to find a way, and I'm paraphrasing, to coincide together as black men and black women. That's basically what the man said. So we have to take his words, not words that other people are using. And that's why I still have to say Jamal Bryant was out of pocket for trying to disrespect that man, or either it was his agenda to get more out of these women that already probably never even listened to one of his videos. And we're all accused of that. causing judgment on a person, but never even hearing their stance.
Woman that got my level of anointing that can pray and prophesy. Deliver our community from men who can't handle anointed women. I really thought y'all were going to shout right through here. I said, deliver us from men who cannot handle anointed women. He don't even understand that's really what's attracting him to you. If the anointing of God that's on your life, that man can get hips anywhere. He can get bundles of hair anywhere. But it's very rare to find a woman that got my level of anointing that can pray and prophesy.
See, you can't tell me he wasn't cooking their ass. You heard what he said. I thought y'all was going to shout right there. Because he just knew. If they shout right here, I really got their ass. So he was trying to cook them. But in the same instance, he disrespected them like they trying to say Kevin Samuels disrespected them. He basically said he can get coochie anywhere. He can get bundles anywhere. So he talked about their hair. Bundles. You can get bundles anywhere. That's a diss. But they were so caught up emotionally in the moment, they didn't even know they was being disrespected. And that's how this shit works. A person can disrespect you when they got the control over you, and you don't even know you being disrespected. He disrespected them about the fake hair. Said the man can get a woman with bundles anywhere. The man can get coochie anywhere. You better be careful with these pulpit pimps.
Sound of your offense should be at the same volume of your apology. And so if you did something wrong out loud, then don't apologize to me with a whisper. How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral? I can't hear anybody in here. I'm going to take just one moment. I'm going to take a moment. Last week, while we were in worship, I made a reference to now a deceased public critic and public intellectual about relationships, Brother Samuels. As a consequence, later information came forth that what it is that I said was incorrect. This place is a place of truth. Everything that I say from this place must be a place of truth as it represents the gospel of God. I don't care whether you are a pastor, a bishop, or a postman. When you are wrong, you have to own when you are wrong. And so not in a quiet place, but from the same pulpit in which I said it, I wanted to address it. Everybody wants to be an adult until it's time to apologize. I am a full-grown adult, and I take full accountability of everything that I say and everything that I do. So I want to take a moment and apologize to the Samuels family. I wanted to apologize to the larger community. I want to apologize to my noble brothers of Camp Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Hear this, because an apology is only messed up if you match it with an excuse.
Now Pastor Jamal Bryant comes back to Twitter and makes an apology to Kevin Samuels and his family. But the issue I have with it is this. He started off by saying, and I'm paraphrasing, the same energy that I disrespected him in would be the same energy that I apologize in. So when you see this apology, let me know. Is this the same energy that he disrespected him in? And then he went on to say, I was wrong for what I said about Kevin Samuels. I come from a church of truth. But he didn't research it. He just said it. So if you come from a place of truth, you have to do your research first. And for those who don't know, basically, he took the narrative that Kevin Samuels' family had to do a GoFundMe to bury the brother, which was a false statement. And then he babbled on about how the church is about truth and how they're going to stand on truth and how he's a man, so he's able to apologize. I'll give him that. I'll give him that benefit of the doubt, that at least he had the balls to apologize. I will give him that. But we can't look past the fact that him being the age he is and being a public figure himself didn't give Kevin Samuels the decency and research and find out, was this thing true or was it false? And also, like I say, it's no need for him to disrespect Kevin Samuels and throw his business out there like that, because basically he was trying to shame the brother. That's why he said, how can a man call himself a high-value man but has to do a GoFundMe to pay for his funeral? So why would you say that if you're a man that stands on truth? And that's why we have to be careful with the truth sayers, the truth speakers. We have to hold them to the fire too and see if they're really truth seekers. And are they going to stay true to it? Because he didn't stay true to it. And he's a person that's leading congregations, hundreds if not thousands of people. And he stooped down to a level of disrespecting Kevin Samuels. In my opinion, he did it to gain the attention of the women, because the women were glorified for it. But when he started apologizing, if you look in the video, you can see they felt somewhat disappointed. They were unhappy about it. They wasn't hoorahing like they was doing when he was talking down on the brother. So you see the irony of it? That lets you know that they wanted somebody to finally be Captain Save-A-Ho and disrespect Kevin Samuels. And he said, well, I'll be Captain Save-A-Ho, but I'll only be Captain Save-A-Ho for a day or two. Because after people start coming at him, he said, oh, shoot, it's making me look lame. So he had to come back and apologize. So the thing I want to know from the people is, do we buy this apology? Because he said the apology should have the same energy as the lie. The lie he told had hella energy. You can see he was, you know how the preachers do it? But his apology was subtle. So me personally, I'm not going to buy it, because they don't have the same energy. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
I'm not who you think I am. Your perception is a lesson with a fail grade on it. Steady living life like I would never see the morning. True shit, man, I'm more than pain, I'm more than stain on sidewalk, I'm more than black skin on my face. Destined to be great, gotta elevate mind. Elevation is the game that I gotta play. Gotta win, gotta find escape to a better day.